New Mexico's Living Financial Wellness Series is sponsored by Sunward Credit Union.
Buying a car is one of the biggest investments that you can make. So when it comes time to make that purchase, there's a lot you're going to consider to make sure that you're making the smartest decision, from down payments to financing options and so much more. There is a lot that goes into the car buying process, and it can get overwhelming. But good news, it doesn't have to be. So joining me today to give us smart auto financing tips for people getting ready to make that investment of a new or used car is the Senior Vice President of Lending with Sunward Federal Credit Union, Jamie Aguilar. Jamie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you back. It was a great conversation the first time around. So today we're going to continue that, talking about auto financing, right? A big investment when you make that purchase of a car. So when people are at that point in life, what are the first things they should be considering in terms of money saved and financing?
Sure. So you definitely want to start with a budget. Make sure that you have a budget in mind that includes the full picture. So not just the payment, but the payment, the insurance, the gas, the upkeep, and then consider your lifestyle. Definitely recommend utilizing a loan calculator to be able to help with that payment. Like at Sunward, ours will you can play with the payment, you can play with the purchase price, the down payment, and term to be able to make sure that you're fitting that right budget, that payment that's comfortable for you.
I think that's incredibly good advice to keep people or let people know to keep in mind the entire budget, right? Not just the monthly payment, but everything else that goes along with owning the car. Let's talk about down payments. Sure. I think a lot of times people worry they don't have enough or it's not quite as much as they wanted. Can we talk about the importance of down payments?
So if you have a down payment, that's great, but it's not necessary. It's not a deal killer when you're looking for an auto. There are lenders like Sunward that offer up to 125% financing for that auto. So you can roll in the taxes, you can roll in the registration, and any warranties that come along with it, so you can drive off with as much money in your pocket as possible.
That's a beautiful thing. We're all trying to stretch the dollar a little bit farther, right? So keeping more money in our pocket is fantastic. Interest rates, they have been all over the place lately. Talk to us a little bit about what people can do to ensure that they're getting the best deal.
Sure. So start with your credit, understand your credit, and shop the interest rates. It's important to be able to understand where you land both. Definitely look at a pre-approval. Sunward has a pre-qualification that you can walk in, know exactly what your payment's going to be, exactly how much you can finance, and you can go shop freely for an auto knowing exactly where you're at.
Just some peace of mind there as well, to not be guessing at it, to know where you're at and what you're going to be able to afford and do. Now, when we're talking about financing cars and the length of the loan, right? 60 months, 84 months, there's lots of options out there.
Right.
How do people know what's the right fit for them?
So it really depends on the budget and your personal preference. So when you are financing a shorter term, you will save interest, you will have equity built up in your vehicle. If you go a longer term, you may have a little bit more comfortable monthly payment, but you are paying more interest over the long term, and you may have very little or no equity once the loan is paid off.
Okay, so a lot to consider there too, but like you said, however you feel most comfortable, I guess, moving forward with that. What about people who already have a car loan? When might it be the right time to refinance?
So refinancing is great when you've improved your credit score, when rates have gone down. Right now, Sunward is running a wonderful promo through the end of the year, so just on or before December 31st, that if you refinance from an external financial institution, you get $300 cash back at the end of 90 days. So you get to drive off with the same car, smaller payment, and a little bit of cash in your pocket.
That sounds like a win-win-win. Same car, smaller payment, and some cash in your pocket is a beautiful deal. Amazing that Sunward is offering that. Jamie, we had a really great conversation today, just kind of about the smart ways to go about auto financing, and I'm sure some of our viewers may want to know a little bit more. So where can we go online?
Love it. GoSunward.org.
Beautiful. We'll, of course, put that on our website as well. Jamie, thank you for coming in today, spending a little time and walking us through that process.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Guys, for more information on everything we just talked about, please head over to krqe.com and click on that New Mexico Living tab.